And so it's like at the end of it, what's the meat and the bones of what you're saying? You're not saying nothing. If you just read his word, then you'll start to realize the type of person or the type of being that he is. The life after layoff is really tough. Oh my gosh, wow, not another vlog, not a weekly vlog. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Nisa Priscilla if you're new here and you didn't know, and if you did know, hi, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I just went and grabbed pliables. I was gonna eat outside, but my car says it's 82 degrees outside, and that's a no for me. So I got me an acai bowl, a Pure Vita with bananas and strawberries. Valid. Yeah. It's Monday. I think I'm gonna vlog this week for real. But I don't know if it's gonna be my traditional vlogging because things are just different right now. If you haven't ever seen a video from me, or if you're new here, I lost my job January 31st. So it's been kind of like 5 months now. And I've been actively job hunting for like 3 of them. And it's been tough. Like, I'm going to be honest, it's been rough. And I've done a lot of internalizing based on the results that I'm getting because of the climate that we are in. So I've had to, like, I've been trying to rework that. And I think that's something that maybe I want to talk about in like a sit down type of video that I'm kind of interested in doing. But anyway, I spent a lot of time repeating to myself, like, God is within me, so I cannot fail, which is true. So yeah, I think I'll talk about that a little more. I haven't vlogged, I haven't picked up my camera in so long that all of my batteries were dead, and then the one that I grabbed that had the most had 2 bars, and now I'm down to 1 bar. And if you have a Sony ZV-1, then soon I'll be dead. Not I'll be dead, Lord, please. My camera will be dead. So we're gonna pick this up later. Right now, I'm just gonna eat this, but I wanted to hold myself accountable to vlogging, and mostly these days if I start, I kind of have to finish it. So yeah, we're getting a weekly vlog. Love that for us. I'm on your way right now. I'm on your way right now. It's so hot outside, but I'm outside at the pool, or by the pool. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear it. And I am about to prepare for 2 interviews that I have tomorrow. And my preparation simply looks like going into my Google Docs and just looking at all of the notes that I've gathered based on the job description. So what I like to do is take a look at a job description, and then I will try and create topics to speak on just in case they ask that question. So in my instance, I am in the human resources field, and so if they ask a question about a human resources information system, then I'll have answers for that. So that's what I'm doing. Am I sweating already? Is it that hot outside? Yeah, and just thinking of more of those. I have me and 2 of my coworkers turned friends are getting on Zoom later tonight to kind of figure that whole situation out and just prepare, because both of us have, or all of us have, a few things going on in the job space, and so we just want to be as prepared as possible, which I appreciate them for that. So I'm just going to read over this really quickly, because I don't want it to sound rehearsed, because ideally these are things that you've done and you're not just pulling it from your behind and trying to impress the interviewer, but these are things that you've actually done. I realize that it's really easy to forget like what you've actually done, and that's been me lately. So yeah, I'm about to just go through this really quickly, and then I'm gonna read my Bible. It's really, really, really dark in my apartment because we're facing the forest, kind of, basically. And yeah, I want to finish up the book of Job today. I don't know how many chapters there are, but I think I'm on like 15, and I've been reading on my phone, but I want to use this Bible because it has like questions to ask, and it has, that's not good enough. It has like breakdowns of each verse at the bottom. So it's helping me like understand a little bit more of what I'm reading. So I'm just going to sit out here and do that. I will go into ChatGPT and I will copy and paste the job description, and I will ask ChatGPT to ask me questions as if we're doing an interview and to give me feedback after each question. And it's actually been very beneficial because ChatGPT will actually give you feedback, like negative feedback, I think you could do this, or positive feedback. And I would also say if you are like currently in a role and you're not documenting what you're doing and like what your stats are in a way, then you should start doing that, because now I'm months removed from my role and I'm just trying to remember all the things that I've done and all the teams that I've partnered with and how I partner with them, and that's proven to be a little difficult. So I would definitely say do that. No, it's an ant. It's an ant. Get on my Bible. Get on my Bible. But yeah, I've looked at this so many times. I feel like I'm pretty prepared, but I don't want to go into this overly confident and end up being unprepared. It feels like no matter how prepared I get, I'm always nervous before an interview, but it's really because I'm nervous about the vibes. Like, I had this interview, so like most recruiter screens take place over Zoom, or I'm sorry, over the phone. And then you'll get on a Zoom interview for like a second round, third round, etc. But I had a recruiter call me, or I had applied, and it was for a job that was remote. So I really wanted that, but it was paying. It was paying. And I really wanted that. And so, but what threw me off is the recruiter wanted to get on Zoom with our cameras on, which was kind of weird to me because I've never done that. Like, I've never spoken to a recruiter over Zoom. And he asked me all of 2 questions, and the third question was what was my intended salary. And then he talked to me about like the benefits and stuff, so I left thinking that I was moving on to the next round. But I've learned in this game of life that if a recruiter doesn't say like we'd like to move you forward, then 9 times out of 10 they are not moving you forward. 8 times out of 10. So I didn't end up getting that, but it just kind of threw me off, and the vibes were off to me, so it just made me super nervous. But yeah, right now I don't know why I distracted myself, so I'm just gonna go back, but I just want to drop that little tidbit of information. So I have to see where I am on my phone because it's chapter 16. One thing that's helped me like get into reading the Bible more is taken away from the aspect of feeling like I need to study the Bible, and that's the only time that I can read it. Because studying the Bible feels drastically different than reading the Bible for what it is. Like when I read a book for what it is, and sometimes because I have a book that I literally need to publish, sometimes I'll read a book to see how well it's written, to see how the story flows and kind of critique there. So it's different from just reading for fulfillment versus reading for study purposes. And I think going into the journey of reading the Bible more and more, it's so easy to feel like, well, I need to read and understand and dissect every part of the Bible in order to get closer to the Lord. Whereas if you just read his word, then you'll start to realize the type of person or the type of being that he is, and that'll make you more inclined to, one, read his word, and two, act out what you're reading, and three, feel more connected. So lately I've just been reading Job, as opposed to feeling like I have to take notes on every single part of Job. And if I don't feel like I fully understand it, it's always something that I can come back to. When I feel like I don't understand, I kind of shut down, and that's what's been my issue. And so now I'm reading, and if I don't understand, then I'll come back to it, or I'll look it up, or I'll just keep going. Like, that's all you have to do. This table is wobbly, so I am sorry. Hey guys, happy Tuesday. It is 10:24 in the morning, and my first interview is at 12:30. So I've been up for a little bit trying to prepare myself for that. But then when I woke up this morning and I went to my Google Docs, which has all of my preparation notes, I don't have any more service or any more space in Google Docs. That's annoying me. So I'm trying to get rid of some Google Docs space. I'm trying to clear up some space in Google Docs, because if you run out of space in Google Docs, then suddenly you don't have access to emails anymore, which is crazy. So I really need to get rid of everything in my Google Photos and back that up. And then once I do that, I'll be fine. But yeah, that's obviously not the most pressing thing. That's obviously not the most pressing thing that I could be doing right now, but I feel like sometimes if I just over prepare like too much, it kind of stresses me out. So I'm just doing it in like increments and coming back to it, and then I'll do a little bit and come back to it. But yeah, happy Tuesday. I did meet with my friends last night, and we kind of went through a few things that I just needed to talk over, like a few things that I just needed to make sense of. So now I feel like I'm prepared as I will be. I'm as prepared as I will be. And yeah, I just wanted to say good morning. I did a very light makeup today. My lashes are so long, they literally look like lash extensions. Every time I do put mascara on, my boyfriend is like, you put eyelashes on? Like, no, but thanks for the compliment. But just wanted to say good morning. I don't have anything planned besides interviews. I'm like already thinking about what I'm gonna eat later. I don't know exactly what I want to eat, and I'm gonna show y'all. But yeah, I don't have anything planned besides interviews. One of them I have to go on site, and I will do that. One of them I have to go on site and meet with a set of people, so that's fairly nerve-wracking, but we're just gonna have to do it. So yeah, I just wanted to say good morning to y'all. Happy Tuesday, and we will tap back in a little later. Y'all, also, funny story that's actually not that funny. So I have this hand tap, right? Because I never planned to go back into an office-like space, but here we are potentially doing so. Okay, hey guys, it is 1:35. Well, I'm off the phone now, but yeah, I just ate some oatmeal because I was absolutely starving, and the next interview is in person. And I just already know that my stomach gonna be going crazy because that's just what my stomach be doing, bro. But I just don't want it to be too loud. So I just ate some oatmeal because I hadn't eaten all day. But the interview went well. I think the hardest part about interviews for me is when they ask a question that is not not necessarily what you prepare for, but you just don't understand like how it will portray what type of employee you are. And obviously that's maybe not for me to know because I don't know what's going on the back end in their stuff, but it's just like, how does that exactly help you figure out like what my skills are, what my strong suits are? So yeah, I think that was a little pain point, but we talked for a good amount of time in the beginning. She was really nice, so we'll see. I have had previous interviews. One thing that I will say too, interviewing with women versus men is different because like a previous search that I was doing, I had an interview with 2 women and 2 men, and the women were like, oh yeah, her, and the men were like, I believe that the men were like, yeah, not her. So that kind of sucked. But because I had women, I'm hoping that good things, you know? But now I'm just on LinkedIn again, and I'm charging my phone looking at what am I doing? I'm on LinkedIn looking at like jobs and stuff, trying to find other places to apply to because the work don't stop. You feel me? The work don't stop until you doing the work. Let's just be real. Like, the work don't stop. The work keeps going when I have an offer letter. The work does all of that. The work don't stop until I get in the building. You feel me? So, yeah.
Obama clap.
I just had my interview, the second one. It was 2 in 1. It was really 5 in 1. But boy, am I tired, okay? I need something to eat. I'm about to go get something to eat. Like I said, I'm gonna show y'all the good eats when I get them. But one of my interviews was a man. And I just really don't like men. But not in that way, but like, I find men to be like fairly intimidating in like leadership roles, but not because of me. That's crazy. Not because of me, but just because of the way that they come off. Like, ugh. And then it just rubs me the wrong way. And that's what kind of happened. And it just kind of throw me off my game. And I just be like, what are you asking me? That's the problem with men. This is a problem. All men. They don't really, they just talk to hear themselves talk. And so it's like, at the end of it, what's the meat and the bones of what you're saying? You're not saying nothing. You're not asking me nothing. So what are we talking about right now? So that was my biggest problem with that one. And the one that I had earlier in the day, I am moving on to the next round. Jesus, I beg. Can this be the last round? And can it be with a woman so I can feel comfortable? Like, you know, feel like I can talk a little bit? But I didn't grab all the SD cards, so yeah, I'm about to just talk to y'all when we get this food. Yo, I'm about to bust down on a Tatiana. Oh my, this don't even look. Y'all think this is wings? Hold on. Y'all think this is boneless wings? Cause it's not. It's cauliflower, fried cauliflower. And then we get barbecue sauce. My boyfriend gets hot sauce. I don't like hot stuff. And then I get a little bit of ranch. I'm not vegetarian. Yeah. I'm finna bust down on that. And then the fries. Oh, fries situation. It's really good. It's about to get real disrespectful in here. So I'm gonna talk to y'all later. All right, Eats was a 10 out of 10. I'm telling you, bro. If you come in Atlanta, Jesus. If you live in Atlanta, if you come visit Atlanta and you're trying to get something to eat, right? It's this spot called B&L Wings. B&L Wings, 800 Forest Avenue. It's like a ghost kitchen. So you can't really go in there and eat, but yeah. You get the experience through the food. Like, you don't really need to go in there and eat. It's so good. Go to their Instagram, B&L Wings. Just search that, because I think that's it. Because I am a new person, I get the cauliflower, the fried cauliflower, OG flavor, with some french fries, and then they got this bev. But before, when I first got put onto them, how did I even find them? I found them. But when I found them, we was getting the wings. They buzz, bro. I put my brother on. 20 if you see this, back me up in the comments. For real. Like, back me up. I put my brother on. A++ wings. Good eats every time. Never, ever, ever. You know how you go somewhere and you have it the first time and you're like, yo, this buzz. But then you have it the second time and you're like, oh, that was mid, but maybe it'll go back to buzzing. So then you get it again and it's trash. Never. But I've been to B&L like more times than I can count. How many times do you think we've been to B&L? 75? We definitely been to B&L plenty of times. And it's never bad. Like, there's never a time where I'm like, I'm cool off that. I'm not coming back here. There's never a time. So, but now, I don't know what we're about to do. It's 5 o'clock. And I'm tired. And I have an Amazon Flex tomorrow morning. So, I kind of want to, like, go home. Walk a little bit on the treadmill and then take a shower and go to sleep, but we'll see.
Can't bad in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming here with a force, yeah. Blessing we are reaping with coursing on full. But when I rise on boast, yeah, we give thanks that we need it the most. We have to give thanks that we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings are coming like man. like hello brother. Say I just saw ya, saw you post a spectacular photo. Keep it burning, yes that's the motto. If you need a butter, pass through your soul to your body and live man. Me have to thank God for the journey, the earning, so just for the plus. Yeah, my gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall from my right hand. But I toast to the friends that take off me load. One time, sit down in a class, so important. Only sit the road and me go on with it, go on with it. Just show blessings upon me. And say me fi tell you my story. Just show blessings upon me. And that's how I made it give him the top. I'm in the light. You know some my passion ignited. Got the music get me excited. I'm coming like a boss. Blessings all for my life, man. But thank God for the journey, the earning, the test to the plus. Gratitude is a must. Blessings fall for my right hand. But I toast to the friends that take off the bill. One time, sit down in a class and we go then only sit the road and me go on with the road. Toast, toast. Oh, in the rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks. We have to give thanks that we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life, man. But thank God for the journey, the earning, the test to the plus. Gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall from my right hand. But I toast to the friends that take off the bill. One time, sit down in a class and we board then only sit the road and me go on with it. Toast. Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Toast. So we are coming here with a force. Yeah, blessing the reap and we coursing on foot. Oh, in a rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks that we need it the most. We have to give thanks that we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life, man. But thank God for the journey, the earning, the test to the plus. Yeah, gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall from my right hand. But I toast to the friends that take off the bill. One time, sit down in a class and we board then only sit the road and me go on with the road. Word for me, say me tired thing. And you know it formed up to be a fire thing. Now up on stage with credits I sing. Yeah, Jimmy, I'll dig it soon, get the iron ring like hello brother. Say I just saw ya, saw you post a spectacular photo. Keep it burning, yes that's the motto. If you need a butter, pass through your soul.
Hey guys, happy Monday. It really should be the end of this weekly vlog, which it will be. To be honest, I haven't vlogged much, or I hadn't vlogged much throughout the weekend and the rest of last week because the week just didn't go the way that I planned for it to. So I don't know why my light just like dimmed like that, but let me get comfortable. So I had 2 job interviews last week. I guess this is just a little life after layoff update. The dryer is on, if that's what you hear, so bear with me. But I had 2 job interviews last week, which really cumulatively for each process. For the first one, I had technically 3 rounds of interviews, but one was with the recruiter, one was with the hiring manager, and the other, so really 4. The other set was in the same day, 30 minutes each, back to back. 3 people were in the first one, 2 people were in the second one. And yeah, I wasn't actually really feeling that one, to be honest. I wasn't really feeling the team. I wasn't really feeling like the people that I interviewed with. I remember in one point I said, like, I'm in human resources. I don't know if I've ever said that, but I do work in human resources. And I said something like, it's good that they were trying to create an environment that fostered trust, because oftentimes like employees they were in like let's just make it the equivalent to a warehouse, like warehouse settings or a lot of employees period just don't tend to trust HR. And he was like, oh, let me ask you something. How, like, why do you say that? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, it's a known fact. Like, people have said it to me when I worked at Amazon, like, it's a known fact, but okay. And so, yeah, I didn't really like them, and I didn't get that one, which I just kind of was interviewing just to have a job. But there's this other one that I really, really, really want, and I haven't heard from them yet. And so that's been on my mind pretty heavy over the week. And then my boyfriend and I are waiting to hear back about this apartment that we applied to. And my lease ends very soon. And I obviously need to know, like, do I need to apply elsewhere or not? So anxious about that as well. And there's a process for that, like 5 business days, and we are just on the 5-day mark, but you just couldn't stop me from being anxious. Like, I've just been very anxious and very impatient, and so yeah, I just wasn't feeling talking last week. Like, I didn't really have much to say. Like, I was just very anxious, very impatient, very reserved, very quiet. I just was like in my head a lot last week, so that's why I didn't vlog. But life after layoff is really tough because it's uncovering a lot of things about myself that I kind of never really like cared to get into. And I'll do like a sit down about this because I actually did film it, but it just didn't look the way that I wanted it to look. So I'm gonna refilm it this week, hopefully when the sun comes out later on this week. But yeah, like, after receiving a number of rejection emails, not even like making it to an interview and not getting the job, because that simply means that you made it through the full round, and like there was just a candidate that competed better than you did, or companies are doing like internal people, so they're having external candidates go through this entire lengthy interview process and then hire internally, which I think is terrible, but that could be an option as well. But no, I'm submitting my resume and I'm applying for a job, and I'm getting like rejection emails, and that is bothering me up here. And I'm trying not to let it do that, but it's hard to not like, sometimes I feel like, wow, I'm such a failure. Wow, how can I not do what, how can I not do what I've done? Like, how does my resume not reflect the work that I've done? Am I not good at what I've done? Am I not good at quantifying the numbers of what I've done? Am I not good at writing down everything that I've done or making a list of the things that I've done? That's the thought that goes through my head when I get a rejection. But then on the flip side, I'm just like, you know, there's so many people applying, and there could be people who are better than me, and I need to stop thinking like that, because yeah, there's so many reasons why I need to stop thinking like that. But yeah, I need to stop thinking like that. So this week, I actually, when I'm done this, when I finish talking to y'all, I'm going to like go into my resume and kind of revamp my resume to maybe like do some research about what a good resume looks like. And if you have tips, comment them down below. But like, what are keywords? And I want to kind of save, because I do a lot of my applying on my phone, and so I want to save, like, go through job descriptions and kind of pull out keywords and kind of tailor my resume around that, and then save a few of them so that I have them. But it's so crazy because my resume is literally like everything that I do. I don't know what more you want from me. Like, this is my job. This is what I've done. I can do this stuff with my eyes closed. But okay. So yeah. Lots of uncovering things that I never really thought about, never really sat down and like unpeeled a lot of layers. That's what we're doing right now. And so yeah, it's been kind of difficult, not in a way that like, first of all, shout out to God, because I don't have a job right now, but like the lights is on and stuff, you feel me? And like, I have a roof and I'm able to apply for another apartment, and like nothing has paused in my life. but it's just like I know what I want to do, and yeah, I mean, maybe like it's just not meant for me to be doing right now. So many things that I like, you see how my thought process works. I just start at one thing and then I just start to uncover so many other little hidden messages. Anyway, that was all that I wanted to just kind of wrap up the vlog and kind of let you guys know like where I am. I am doing like, I've been cleaning up, putting clothes in the washer. We're moving soon, so gonna start packing at some point. So look forward to moving vlogs. Like I said, I want to record this sit down later on in the week. It's like kind of ugly outside, and I recorded it outside and I really liked that, so I'm gonna try for that. And yeah, so that's all. I hope you guys enjoy your week. I'm gonna try and get this out today, so I hope you guys enjoy your week. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like I said, if you have resume tips, comment them down below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.